Good morning. You've ever noticed that the left can't stick with a flag for more than 5 minutes? It's like every protest is a yard sale of causes and nobody knows what the hell they're selling. Palestinian flags one week, rainbow flags the next. Trans flags draped over someone screaming about uterus rights while holding a sign that says no borders. These people aren't united. They're auditioning for something. Not sure what it is. But let's talk about the Palestinian flag, now the official banner of white liberal guilt. We've got college kids marching with it, chanting slogans they couldn't place on a map if their pronouns depended on it. Half of them thought Antifada was a new Starbucks drink. And yet, there they are, proudly waving the flag of a group that would jail them for kissing their partner or throwing them off a building for dressing how they do. The irony could fuel the next Tesla. Then there's the Progress Pride flag, now upgraded with more colors than a glitching TV. Every year, they add a stripe. Next thing you know, it's going to have its own zip code. It's not a flag. It's a hostage situation in fabric form, and it shows up everywhere: schools, government buildings, even embassies. Because nothing says strength like replacing your national flag with a mood board. Of course, the left loves flying the American flag, but upside down. No kings! Because nothing says we love democracy, republic, like throwing a tantrum when you lose an election. Trump wins, flip the flag. Border gets enforced, flip the flag. Gas prices drop under Republican, flip it again. At this point, they should just fly it spinning like a slot machine until it lands on victimhood. Let's not forget the Mexican flag, always front and center at immigration protests, flown higher than the U.S. flag, which is odd, considering they're demanding the right to stay in America and fleeing Mexico and other places. Imagine applying for a job and showing up in your old company's uniform while trashing the one you're trying to join. That's not activism, it's delusion with a flagpole. And yes, they've now upgraded to Hamas and Iranian flags and keffiyehs. Not subtle versions either, full-blown death to America chic. You would think waving the flag of a terrorist group would get you some questions, but not on a college campus. There, it's protected expression, right up until you wear a MAGA hat, and suddenly you're worse than bin Laden. And when all else fails, there's always the classic, the Antifa flag. Black bloc banners, pink vagina hats from 2017, because nothing says take me seriously like dressing as a genitalia and screeching about fascism while holding an iPhone made by slaves. So what are they really looking for? They're not waving the flags. They're waving their symptoms of delusion, of confusion, of emptiness, of a generation so desperate to feel seen, they'll wrap themselves in any banner that offers belonging, no matter how twisted the cause. But none of it lasts. None of it satisfies. Every flag they cling to fades the moment it stops trending. Because deep down, they're not looking for politics. They're looking for meaning, for truth, for love that doesn't need a color scheme or a press release. They're searching for something unshakable, something eternal, something that doesn't cancel them the second they get it wrong. What they're really looking for is God, not a slogan, not a party platform, but real love, the kind that forgives, restores, and doesn't require a costume or a protest sign, the kind that says you matter, broken and confused as you are, because I made you. They won't find it in the streets. They'll find it where it's always been, at the foot of the cross, where grace silences the noise and love doesn't need a parade. They have a God-shaped hole in their hearts that only He can fill, and we are now accepting applications. You're watching The Dumb Show. We'll see you back here at 7, and that's Eastern tonight. Amy, Olivia, and myself have the helm. Be good until then.